Do you sometimes question if God even exists? Do you guys sometimes wonder, is God even listening to me? Do you just go to church on Sunday and just listen to the message in hopes that there's something that's going to be there that is going to spark your attention and be like, hey, that's right? Or you go to church just for complete answers and each Sunday you sit there disappointed? Well, then let me tell you that uncertainty is what leads you into the pursuit of truth. Okay? That tiny little interest is called that spark. And when you work at that spark, it becomes a flame. Okay? And once you get that flame, it is hard to blow it out because it spreads like wildfire. Okay? God is not dead. God is not far away. God is He, okay, who has created us, who is dependent on Him. He is the one that gives us that mindset into wondering if He's really there, because there's just a tiny little dot of a pinpoint of God living in each and every one of us. That's all He gives us, because the rest of it is that uncertainty that we have to seek out into truth. Okay? John the Baptist, okay, was the one preparing the way for Jesus Christ. Okay? And when people didn't believe that it was he, or John did not believe that it was he, those witnesses came to Jesus, and Jesus showed them things and said, go tell John now what you have seen. Okay, so there was witnesses. Okay, many years ago, 2,000 years ago. Nowadays, okay, people just don't want to hear it. Okay, they don't believe the witnesses because they've allowed the darkness to overtake the light. They stopped seeking out that uncertainty. They stopped seeking Him. And in these churches, they are dead. You sit there and there's not a message for you because they're preaching sugar-coated messages. They are preaching words that you want to hear. They want to tell you all about the good and nothing about how to get through in life. Well, I'm here to tell you that uncertainty that you are seeking is truth, and that truth comes to one man, one form, and His name is Jesus Christ. It is He who lives inside each and every one of us, whom gives us that mindset of, is He there? Is He real? Even atheists question it. Okay? The church that you attend is not the building. It is the God who lives deep inside us, the Holy Spirit. We are the church. We are the body. Okay? And churches just don't have the answers anymore. They're all about money. They're all about show. But they're not about seeking out the whole heart. And without wisdom, without love, you have nothing. And that is why you sit there seeking an answer for something and are unable to receive it because they lack what God specifically told us. Without love, you are nothing at all. You have to run to your first love in order to be able to have love, to feel love. You cannot love somebody wholeheartedly. You can't love your children without loving God first. You can't love yourself without loving God first. You can't love your spouse without loving God first. The greatest commandment is love. God tells us to love. Okay? And when you are so distant from God, you are allowing that darkness to overtake that love. Okay, that you have. Okay, and people's like, well, I love my kids, or I love my husband. How are you saying I'm a good mom? I'm a great pastor. But without love, without true love from the heart, you have nothing. You can gain the whole world and lose it all. because you have no love. You have to put God first. You have to pursue him. Seek him, not of your own understanding. Love the Lord with all your heart, mind, and soul, and seek him highest above all else. That little tiny spark, ignite the fire and let it go, and let it flow like wildfire. That's why the disciples were able to win so many people to Christ. They came together as one body, one unity. They had one clear understanding, and that was Jesus Christ, the clear message of God. Love. He loved us enough to create us. He loved us enough to give us a piece of him. He loved us enough to die for us. He loved us enough to give us the Bible, to seek him out. That uncertainty, that is why, that is our guide. That is the map to him. Seek him, okay? And you will see a big change and understand that God is not dead, but he is surely alive.